If you've been training for months or even for years and your body still looks the same, or if you've been putting in the effort and your muscles just are not responding, or maybe you used to build muscle easily in your 20s and now you're in your 30s, 40s, 50s, and you feel like you're stuck, this video is going to explain exactly why that happens, but more importantly, how to fix it in simple, practical steps that actually work for everyday people. Because here's the truth, most people think that they're just hard gainers, or they're just getting older, or they need some sort of secret workout routine to build muscle. But what actually holds most people back is a handful of small mistakes that kill muscle growth without them even realizing it. And I say that because I used to be extremely skinny. I was 50 pounds lighter than I am now. I barely had any muscle, if any, and I looked like I was skipping every single meal. And I genuinely thought that was just the way I am, and I'm just stuck like this forever. But once I finally started training properly, eating properly, and knowing the right habits, my physique changed unbelievably fast. And the reason why I grew so quickly in terms of muscle mass is the same reason why most people don't. There are a few simple principles that you must get right. So today I'm going to be breaking down the exact things that matter the most, backed up by science and simple to understand, which are easy to implement as well. So let's get started with the biggest mistake I feel like almost everyone makes. Number one, you're not progressively overloading. This is the number one reason why most people stop building muscle, especially over the age of 30. Your muscles only grow when they have a reason to grow. So if you're lifting the same weights for the same reps and the same intensity every single week, your body doesn't have a reason to build more muscle. And therefore your body adapts to what you're doing and it stops changing. Research is extremely clear on this. Progressive overload is the foundation of muscle growth, and overloading doesn't just mean lifting heavier. It means improving any of these following things, like more reps, more weights, better form, lower tempo, doing more total sets, longer time under tension, better range of motion. Any of these improvements are really good for overloading. So there's different ways of measuring that overload. It's not only how many reps and how much weight you're using. Because your body really just responds to any type of progression, not just repetition. So if you're doing the same things every time, your body doesn't really respond to it and want to build new muscle. So if you want to build muscle in your 30s, 40s, 50s, and 60s and onwards, you must be tracking your lifts and chase those weekly improvements. Even small ones are important. So for example, with my workouts, what I like to do is every time I go to the gym, I aim to do one more rep than I did last time. And over time, this compounds and it leads to a nice big improvement. Number two, you're not training close enough to failure. And this is a really big one. This is huge because I feel like most people don't know what failure is or how hard to be pushing, and they feel like they're working really hard, but they're not pushing their muscle to failure. So your sets might be too easy. So try to train within 1 to 3 reps of your failure point. So if your failure point is 8 reps, try get 7 reps, 6 reps, like try aim for that sort of range. So you shouldn't just be stopping the set if it feels like it's burning a bit or if it feels a little bit difficult. Just push through, really just push to that failure point. Because at the end of the set, you should be thinking, I couldn't do another rep. Maybe one more rep if I really pushed, but that's how you should be thinking, that you really push yourself on that set. And that sort of stimulation is what makes your muscles grow. Without that, your muscles are gonna stay the same. Number 3, your protein intake is too low. Most people think they eat enough protein, but they actually don't. Research shows that the sweet spot for muscle growth is around 0.7 to 1 gram of protein per pound of body weight. So if you're 180 pounds, that means you should be eating like 130 to 180 grams of protein per day. And it's super important because your protein intake determines your muscle recovery, your muscle growth, your hormone production, your appetite, your energy, and a bunch of other things as well. Our whole body's made of protein. Our muscles are made of protein. Our skin, our hair, everything's made of protein. So more of it's always going to be good. And whenever you bump up that protein intake, you're going to feel a lot more stability with your workouts. You're going to feel more strength. Your muscles are finally going to start showing some more definition because of that extra protein intake. So it's super important, get that protein up. And it helps to track it with MyFitnessPal. It's a super good tracking app just to be aware of how much protein you're actually eating. Number 4, you're not eating the right amount of food. So as you age, your metabolism does slow down, but it's still very important to eat the right amount of food and the right types of food to fuel your body up properly. Because your body doesn't just build muscle out of thin air. If you lift weights, you're not just gonna build muscle. Your body needs fuel. You need the right foods, the right proportions, the right balanced meals. And if you train really, really hard, but you don't eat the right foods, your body isn't gonna grow any muscle because it doesn't have anything to grow muscle from, right? You need that fuel. So really focus on having balanced meals every single day with that protein, carbs, and fats in every single meal. That's gonna make a massive difference and you're gonna fuel your body to actually build more muscle. Number 5, you're doing too much random stuff. You need to have some sort of structure. This one might sound a little bit familiar, switching programs every couple weeks, or just doing whatever looks fun, or copying influencer workouts online, or training your chest 3 times and your legs 0 times, or not having a real workout routine, or not tracking, or not being consistent. All those things just destroy your progress, and your body needs to repeat the same same core movements long enough to actually get strong at them. It might be a little bit boring at times, but you need that, period of time doing the same type of workouts to really build a lot of strength with it. And you don't build muscle from like trying new things or trying this new workout or this new exercise. You build muscle from getting better at the basics. The pressing, the pulling, the rows, the carries, the curls, the extensions. But once you get strong at those movements and you keep doing similar movements, that's when you really build proper strength with it. I'd say stick to a structured workout routine for like at least 8 to 12 weeks before switching it out. So 2 to 3 months before you switch it out. Number 6, you're not sleeping enough or you're just not recovering properly. I feel like most people underestimate how much sleep affects muscle growth and maintaining your muscle and your overall health. Sleep is super important. And there's so many studies that show that low sleep reduces your growth hormone, your testosterone, your strength, your recovery, your performance, which is not what you want. And in return, it kind of increases your cortisol, which is your stress hormone. It increases your fatigue, increases your injuries and your appetite swings. So sleep is a really big one. You always want to make sure that you're aiming for like 7 to 9 hours every single night and keeping the same sleep time and the same wake up time every single day. Proper sleep will make such a big difference to your overall progress and how you maintain and build muscle and just overall how you feel. So it definitely has a huge effect if you don't sleep properly and recover properly at night. Number 7, your form isn't maximizing tension. So this is where a lot of people lose extra gains or leave extra gains on the table. It's because they're lifting heavier, but if you're not putting actual tension on the muscle isn't gonna grow. So you need to have tension on the muscle and more time under tension to really stimulate the muscle to grow. So you should really be focusing on controlled rep, full range of motion, not rushing the movement, feeling the nice stretch, feeling the contraction and eliminating any momentum. And that's how you really get the best benefit out of every exercise for building muscle. And science shows that proper tension and that stretch-based movement really just increases muscle hypertrophy a lot more. So stop ego lifting, your joints will also thank you, and you'll be targeting the right muscle and building a lot more muscle as well. Number 8, you're not moving enough outside the gym. This is really underrated, honestly, because if you're sitting down all day and you move very minimally and you only train for 40 minutes or 30 minutes, your recovery does slow down quite a lot. So even simple movements will increase that blood flow a lot more and increase that muscle recovery, your hormone production, your energy, and your joint health overall. So try walk a little bit more, even just 10, 20, 30 minutes a day, whatever you can do. Stretch a little bit more as well. Just use your body, like try be a little bit more active. Take the stairs instead of the elevator. These type of things make a big difference. And it's not just about moving to burn calories, but it's about staying in motion so your muscles can recover a lot better. So that's really underrated. Number 9, you're letting stress kill your progress. Stress increases your cortisol. High cortisol reduces muscle growth and increases your fat storage. So you don't want to meditate on a mountain like some monk or go find yourself in a Shaolin temple, but what you do need to do is have better sleep and better food intake and take some light walks and enjoy your hobbies as well. Take some time off the screens, take time off work, relax yourself a little bit, because especially in our day-to-day life, we're stressed. Like our work is constantly coming in. We always have a lot of things to do. We're always stressed, and I feel like now stress is at like an all-time high for everyone. Time goes on, life gets more stressful, and I completely get it. But try to do things to reduce that stress, because cortisol is like the biggest killer of testosterone and the biggest killer of like muscle growth and gains in general. So keep this in mind. You don't have to be a monk by any means, but try to reduce that cortisol. Number 10, when it comes to building muscle, a lot of people just don't give it enough time. The sad part is that a lot of people just quit right before their body is about to change. Building muscle is a slow process. It's not just sudden. You don't just go from having no muscle to a lot of muscle in a couple weeks. It does take time, and it isn't just instant. You have to put in consistent months of effort, and then out of nowhere, your physique starts transforming. A crazy stat is that 90% of people quit the gym within their first 90 days. 9 out of 10 people quit the gym in their first 3 months. So what if you had just stuck past that first 3 months? You would be in a great position. And I was in the same position. I was going to the gym for like 3-4 months. I wasn't really seeing progress. And I was thinking of quitting. I was like, is this even worth it? Like, what am I doing? I'm in the gym all the time, but I'm not looking any better. What am I doing? And I was thinking, no, okay, let me just get a coach. Let me get some guidance. Let me just learn what to do. But once I got the right guidance from a coach, I started knowing what to do. I started using the right techniques when I was lifting, eating the right food, which was a really big one. Then I started seeing really, really fast progress afterwards. So it all comes from having the right structure, the right plan, and then it's guaranteed that you actually get results. Train close to failure, progress over time, eat enough food, eat enough protein, sleep properly, move daily, reduce stress, stick to a routine. And if you fix those things, like your body will change at any age. It's not like you can't get results past a certain age. You can, you just have to follow these sort of things and be consistent with it. And if you found this video helpful, make sure to drop a like so that more people can see it, and comment down below any questions you have. I'm going to try to respond to all of them, and subscribe if you want to see more videos just like this. And if you guys want some proper one-to-one support from me personally with a completely custom plan plan so that you know exactly what to do, when to do it, how to do it specifically for your body, your goals, and your situation, along with daily feedback, daily support, and daily value to make sure you're always pushing forward and progressing, then click the first link in the description. It's a coaching application, just fill it out, then I'll have a look at it, I'll reach out to you, and we can go from there. So I hope you enjoyed this video, guys, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.